Hey everybody, Arnaldo Woffman here with another homecoming walkthrough of the 2015 For Schools Only Back for More Homecoming Tour. This is Cypress Creek High School, and this is another simple goalpost type setup, but we wanted to really do something a little bit different. Their theme was Secret Garden, or one of those, I can't remember the official name, but it was a Secret Garden type theme, and they wanted to do something that looked elegant, but still created the pure lighting excitement that the students absolutely loved. And the students also wanted to incorporate some of their Christmas lighting because they had these, if you can see behind the pipe and drape, we put a little bit of their lighting because they had it in different areas, so we kind of tied it all in together. So the very first thing that's most obvious is the pipe and drape. Of course, we provided the pipe and drape, and then we used some of the dots, pars. We kept the lenses on them just to give a really nice wash. Looking back, though, I think I would have removed the lenses so that way I could have had a super wide wash and have just a really nice even green throughout the whole drape. We did not DMX it because I didn't want too much changing color. You can see the dots matrix right here. Now, these guys are pretty bright. So I don't, they pretty much overpower any kind of uplight or anything there. So we actually didn't do uplights around the room this time. We did a couple in different corners, but all the uplighting that we had, including the drape, was all green. Just didn't want too many changing colors. We'd pull away from the overall elegance of the theme. The trussing here, again, goalpost setup, no crank stands because we really wanted it to look elegant. So we, of course, used the F34 trussing and we used the Pro Zip covers. Again, just so you didn't see just nothing but truss on the vertical part. Horizontal, I didn't bother putting the socks in there. No one's going to see them. But what's really cool is the rounded corners. I love the rounded corners. I've done some videos on them. And the nice thing about these rounded corners is that it gets rid of that jaggedness, and something you may not think your client looks at. But I can tell you right now that if somebody sees this and they see a traditional goalpost setup, mine is going to stand out. Again, round is sexy. That's why you don't see blocky cars anymore. The lighting setup, again, very simple, but we want a big impact. This hotel allows haze, but we've had some issues with the haze stopping up the air conditioner because the HVAC breathers, or what's it called, the inlets, are on the ceiling as well. It's kind of hard to see, but there's one, I want to say, right in this area, and then there's a big one on the other side. So the haze rises up and it almost creates a cloud and it blocks it. So we wanted to do a show with no haze because they sold a lot of tickets and it was going to be hot enough as it is. So what we did is we wanted to, I opted for a show that would look good without the haze. So instead of using gobos or anything like that, we actually opted for the original Inno Color Beam LEDs. These guys are super bright. You got red, green, blue, white, Cree LEDs, almost 100 plus watts of LED power combined in each one of them. These things are bright. Center, we have the ADJ Warlock. This is a fixture that looks great with or without haze, especially when I'm doing a slow song and you just have tons of white beams everywhere. Speaking of dots rather, but still, it gives that disco ball type of effect. However, there were so many people dancing that the condensation did make it basically look like there was haze in the room. Now, on the top here, we have the Bliss pointed towards the top part, again, just to create that really pretty starry type of effect. We have the Eco DMX Plus right here, just give it a nice black light throughout the whole ballroom. And believe it or not, these 4 Ecos flooded this entire room. And you can see that's a pretty big room right there. Now, it's completely lit up in white right now using the Freak 5s. There's 4 of them right there. Again, I absolutely love these things. If you've not seen the Freak 5s, got to see them. Just bright. That's the only thing I can really say about them. The sound, we are using 2 of the Yorkville LS801Ps. However, I've been having so many problems with the Yorkvilles. I'm just... one of my other DJs had the EV-ETXs. So... And honestly, this ballroom, I think the EV-TXs would have been great just because, the really low guttural bottom end and the massive amount of Latin and reggae that school likes, EVs would have been a good fit, but they were already at another dance. But what I did with these Yorkvilles, because I have an issue with the drivers that keep going out due to what I personally think, in my opinion, is a bad design on the driver contacts, I'm using the Marathon driver. And the Marathon driver fits in wonderfully in there. So make sure you guys click the video to see a little bit of that. Of course, here's my setup. I'm running CompuShow. I've got my DJ system here with the Gator G-Arm 360. For the tops, we have the Yamaha DSR 115. So, I still have not done a video on these guys. I've done a video on all the other Yamaha stuff, but not the DSRs. And I absolutely love the heck out of these. And we are flying them. So we have just a kit that my friend Ben Stowe helped me put together, something to safe to fly the speakers. Please don't ask me what it is because for insurance reasons, I don't want to tell anybody how to rig anything. And that's it. So, let's take a look real quick again. The dots matrix easily flooding the area. Actually, right now, the dots matrix are pretty much on a very dim orange. You can see the orange hitting there. And all this red is from the Inno color beams. There's some purple from the dots matrix as well as the ecos. So you'll see the shirts. Everything's popping really nice and bright. You can see some of the condensation there. I wasn't kidding when I said it can get hot with these many students dancing. But overall, just a beautiful setup, very high energy crowd. And believe it or not, all the lights are off right now except for the green lights from the uplights. And these dots are so bright that lights from the uplighting behind the drape is actually bouncing out in the middle of the room. So yeah, those dots are some pretty serious uplighting system. Uplighting. Looking back, I wish I'd known that we're going to do the cocktail tables again like that. They're really pretty. We brought some of the Megapar Go's, the battery-operated par cans, which I think would look great in there. But yeah, that's the setup, custom setup for Cypress Creek High School Homecoming 2015. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure to click down below. Thank you so much for watching. Good night, and God bless.